So in this video, we're going to be looking at the communication process and the content organization processes that I set up when I built Better with Word, using the example of the site that was built by Philip Barrowman from Taking Action Online, that he built from Simple Profit Blueprint from Taking Action Online. And that's what we're going to talk about in today's video, is the communication process and the organization process for the content created by the virtual assistant. That's today's video. Okay, so if you've been hanging with me in this video so far, you know that we're using the Simple Profit Blueprint from Philip Barrowman and Taking Action Online as the guide to how to create these videos for my channel Better with Word, which we created since March 24th last year to 2024. And we now have today 656 videos created. My virtual assistant Harley did these videos in the span of from March, last week of March, until the third week of August. Our deal was that he was going to do 37 videos a week. I had a budget which worked out being $125 a week. What I want to cover in this video is we're going to treat how to get the videos set up, how I'd had it done, and how they were delivered to me, what they look like. And I worked out a system after a month of organization, which made it easier for me to keep track of. Now let's look at a couple examples here. Right here, this is an example of these videos would come in, and I had organized these. We would have Windows, iOS, and we would have Mac videos. And I had a proportion, let's say Microsoft, iOS, and for Windows, and then the remainder would be Mac videos. So they would be labeled the date, and each day you'd label them like B1, B2, B3. B4, B5, and the dates that they would come in, and this would help me keep organized. Videos were coming in, I would upload them to my files. I'd have folders each week for the organization, and then that's how I would keep track of them. I'd have it broken down into each month. Okay, so I had how to create the videos is a section here, and what we would do is we would go through this, and I would set these up, and I would work on them from Thursday each week over the weekend. I spend a couple of hours to get them scheduled, SEO'd, and set up to go. Now let's say you can see I had the thumbnails designed so that they were Windows and they were Mac operating system, and they would be changed a little bit by color so that when you go to the videos in the channel, and you can see what go to videos, and if you can look down through, you can see I've got a few playlists set up. But if you're a Mac person, you can go to the Mac videos, click on them and play them. If you're a Windows person, you can have the Windows, and the titles would be here. Now, the thumbnails were done by the virtual assistant, as well as the part of the deal was creating the videos. Most of these videos are anywhere from a minute to a minute and a half long. Towards the middle, I would say early part of June, for June, July, August, I set it up that I had him start making some 7-minute, 7.5-minute videos, so they had a longer video value for analytics to get more time on views, because to get paid, we're going to have a separate video, separate section in the video. We're going to talk about how we get monetized from YouTube, from your channel that you've created here. But these are all set up here according to what. Now, what happened was I had set up, he would send them to me when he would upload them to Dropbox, and they would come in with the title and the video, and then he would send in them. I would download to my computer the PNGs, which were the thumbnails, and I'd have a folder for Mac thumbnails, a folder for iOS thumbnails, iOS videos, and Mac videos. And I would just each week put them in those folders, and then I would take I would put abbreviations in front of the videos that were uploaded and scheduled and completely ready to go on YouTube. I would say, let's say here, I would put this as a ZZ in front of the 07. And that way, in the folders, I would know I completed, and the folders were completed at the end of the month. That changed the folder names to that week's folder name. I put a WWXX in front of it, so I know that that was completed for the week. And then each week, the folders would be off to the side that they were completed, and then the new folders would be created. And then when they would get the new videos and the new thumbnails uploaded into them, and then I would process them the same way each week. Now here's a map. Now, I had scripts laid out, each video thing that came apparent that I needed in for SEO right down here. Tags don't mean that much anymore, but I had them as a way of organization. And then I would have script, which is already set in the channel at the beginning when you're creating the channel. So each one would have, I'd plug in the title, make the title what I wanted it to be, and then I would set up the schedule after I'd set up. I'd download the thumbnail to the video, and I'd have playlists set up, and I'd make sure they were set up under that playlist. And then when you're done, you just save it. And so the organization was important, the communication was important, and having a system I found was very important. Myself ahead of the game and organized, so I wasn't getting repeat titles from Harley, and I was also making sure that the titles properly SEO'd and properly the channel so that you'd be able to find it and people would find the new videos to watch as they were being presented to them. That was how that worked. Now this is what the thumbnails would come in at, and they were labeled in this folder as thumbnails for that week. It would be like the 19th through probably the 23rd or something like that. It'd be usually a 4-day window, and he would be sending them to me over usually Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. They would be sent to me, and then they would be available to be clicked on and uploaded to Dropbox. Okay, and then here's a look at we looked at 2 folders for thumbnails, Mac and Windows. Here's the Windows videos as they came in, and I would just simply, add these to the YouTube. And then what I would do then is, let's say if I completed this one here, I would just rename this, like I said. I would put like ZZ, and then that would find its way. So if you look at it, here is once they're completed, they're here at the end, they move to the end. So everything in order, I would just take each one and go to the next one here and upload it. That's what I would do. Okay, so we're talking about the communication piece of the business and building your YouTube channel with a virtual assistant from the Philippines. There's going to be some communication work to be done. You're going to have to establish a relationship with the person, and you're going to have to talk with them about what works best for them for communicating. And what I decided on through talking to him was that we were going to use WhatsApp, and then I was going to back it up with a email account, which is the email account betterwithword@gmail.com, the email account that was set up where we built the YouTube channel on that. That's where this channel was built, was on that email account. So that's what you need to build the account, is a Google email account. That's what we did. The communication piece worked out really well. I can show you right here. There was here under folders, all these things here. The reports would come in that I would have received files with the videos, the days that he would download them, and it'd be the week of July 8th through 12th. And he'd send his 35, 36, 37 videos that were due that week by Friday that week. And then I'll show you here, we send, sometimes the new titles were sent, like right here. And these are the titles that were sent. There's communication with him. And then we also had file requests were sent as well. And these file requests were in links that were set up in the Dropbox account. And they would look like this. I would send them in WhatsApp right here would be the list of product titles, and then Dropbox access links would be this here. And then that would look like, here's your information, your titles. Here's your Dropbox access links. And I would have them labeled the week of June 3rd through 7th, 2024. And all he had to do is put this in his browser and send it. It would open up the Dropbox account where he could upload the videos that he had produced that week into this area here, and then I would get the notice in the email account. That's what was in that area there. All those in here in the Harley BetterWith. All these would come in when they would be done, say the week of, and then it would give me the titles that were listed. And then I would cross-check the titles and then upload all the videos from Dropbox and organize them into folders in my video area on my computer. Now, we'll show you the computer part and the videos, how to set up the publishing, the SEO, like that. But I just wanted to cover the communication part. The WhatsApp was used for everything and anything for communication. And we would have discussions about things. I would send titles, suggested titles, and the access links to him, and then he would respond about, we would communicate with each other about where we were at with things. So that was our communication process. That's what I set up and we used to build our channel, Better with Word. So that's it for today's video. We covered the communication process with the virtual assistant and the content organization process and how I had it set up to make things easier while I was building the site Better with Word. So that's it for today's video. We hope you liked the video. If you did, please give us a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We'd appreciate that. And hit the bell icon so that you get notified every time I publish a new video. Thanks for watching again. Appreciate it. Take care. God bless.